Alright. So, what? You want me to use that to go through some emails and answer them? Okay, I guess we can do that. And do an intro. Oh. That? Okay. Well, hello everybody, this is Santa Claus, and today we're going to be talking about some things that you guys have sent in. Thank you so much for participating in the channel. We love your faces, and let's just get into it. I'm going to try to give my non-biased opinion, and then what we're going to do after that is we're going to give my factual opinion on it. Does that work? Okay, here we go. Alright, so. Glasses are crooked. It's come in from, well, a lot of people. And it looks like a lot of it has to do with how to be on the naughty list. What is wrong with you? Alright, well, let's just, I can tell you, I don't have to read the emails. So essentially, there's a lot of things that'll get you on the naughty list. So we'll go over just a few of them. Somebody, one of the editor elves, if you would, please let's make it a top 20 list or something like that. And we'll see how far we get. And then we'll just skip over the ones that we don't like and still call it a 20 list. Get more views, right? Let's mix it up too. Let's give the best ones first. Well, the first thing that gets you on Santa's naughty list is buying books for decoration. If you go and you purchase a bunch of pulp that's been took from lively trees and just set it on your shelf as some kind of weird, domineering, I am greater than that tree because I now have words wrote on it and I'm keeping it on a shelf and I'm not reading it, you go on the naughty list. Another thing that'll get you there. Not being able to haggle properly at a yard sale. I've got a few favorite destinations that I go to whenever I'm not up here and it's not crunch time. I go down there and I go along this Highway 60 thing. You'd be surprised how much stuff that has my face on it, but not really. More the branding face that everybody knows stuck on it. And I'll buy all that stuff up. I'll try to haggle them down to cookies, of course. And once I get them there and I get just the smallest amount of cookies I can give for something, I'll make a big pile of it and then I'll recycle it. You thought I was going to say burn, didn't you? Well, guess what? Burning trash is another way to get on the naughty list. So there's two. We're already up to 3. Oh, this video is going to be easy. How about another one? Watching Star Wars in order. If you watch Star Wars from the prequels to the prequels to the main line to the after the fact to this to that to the other, you're on my naughty list just because. I know you. You're on the list. For those of you that go to the supermarket and you pick up a grape and you eat it, that's sampling. And if you sample it without buying it, but you liked it, you're on my list. I know, I'm watching, I'm everywhere, I see it. Even you, Miss Richard. Naughty list, naughty list. Next example, Life the board game. You know, that game, and you get everything up front, and then all you have to do is just kind of coast through life. If you ask for that game, I'm putting you on the naughty list because there's better board games out there. I mean, seriously, naughty list. Next reason. If you ask me for the newest iPhone, done, naughty list. Krampus, put them on the naughty list. There seems to be some of you out there that really likes Raisin Bran cookies with frosting on them. I mean, I'm kind of a cookie connoisseur, if you will. I've got a whole rating system for this stuff. And these things come up on stinking. I mean, really, why would you do that to yourself? You put it in there and you get that little taste of sugar and it starts to feel good and it's all over your taste buds and it's such a good cookie, and then it goes right into that flavor, that cardboard with maybe a hint of either raisin or blueberry or something. You know it ain't that. It's some kind of processed chemical. You know what? No, you're on the naughty list. Done. There's a lot of you on it too. Voting. If you have the right to vote. Next thing. Well, this one's a little bit more serious and a little bit more dark. And then there's these little unicorn things called poopsies. Have you guys seen these things? They're absolutely disgusting in every which way possible. Poopsies. I mean, you take this stuff, you do this thing, you put it in there, and then this poo-poos comes out. I'm talking to you, Penguin Zero. You're on the naughty list. Anyway, poopsies, bad, naughty list, done. Moving on, next one. There we go. On Christmas Eve, if you've got a gas fireplace, or anything like that, turn the stuff off. What are you thinking leaving that thing going? Those logs burning all night long and then me going and trying to get down your chimney. Next. You know, I have noticed that there tends to be a huge thing right now about sexism. I mean, if she comes to me and hits me, I get to hit her. Right?
Okay, no.
That
Maybe
if a person A and a person B forget the sexes, come to each other and have a disagreement, and this person hits this person.
Let's try not to get canceled before you start.
Okay, well, you're on the naughty list. Done. Man, I'm just taking all kinds of people off today. My list is starting to get short. Then there's a thing about superpowers. You would be surprised how many adults and kids have asked me to give them superpowers. Look, I popped into existence because there was a kid that just exploded one day. Sure, I'm omnipresent. I see everything. I know everything that's going on. And we've got elves that make things. They can't make superpowers. I mean, sure, we do a little bit of genetics here and there just to see if we can do something about naughty list. Moving on along. And then there's this whole thing about wanting animals. I can't do it because, I mean, PETA, they're a force. They're a force to be reckoned with. Next one, moving on along. Proof of my existence. There's a good one. You know your sister? There you go. Next one. Moving on along. Anime figurines and hentai. Oh, that gets you right on that naughty list. And I mean not even at the top or the bottom, but in the middle where you're forgotten. Some of these animes have elves. Do you know how uncomfortable it is for me to just sit down with the rest of the elves? Because I only brought the males. I didn't bring any females because I didn't want that getting out of control. But do you want me to have to sit down and explain to them about the birds and the wasp? Do you want me to have to sit down with them and explain to them what the watering course of a giraffe's neck is? You know, and there's a thing that just perplexes me though, because there was a gift that was, there was a thing. What is it? Do they do this kind of a thing there? There was this thing that was out for so long that I really liked. I mean, it was really intricate. It was detailed. It gave me enough time away from Mrs. Claus that she wasn't driving me nuts. And it was Bionicles. Man, have you ever heard of those Bionicles? I mean, that's where it was at. You have all these little pieces of parts. You make these big robots, and they have swords, and I never could get the elves to understand the intricacies of all the little details of this little peg goes in this little hole, and this slides here, and then you could take them and do something completely different with them. You could paint them and then do some craziness with them and have fun. I wish that I could have had the schematics to those, because, I mean, I wish I could have had the schematics to those, because let's be honest, if Santa Claus could still get some Bionicles and put out there in the world, I think that, you know, maybe things would be a little bit less stressful for everybody, because, I mean, who doesn't enjoy a good one of those? I mean, I know I do. So that's going to lead us to the question of the day. Do you want Bionicles for Christmas? If you do, then we need to do something so I can get those blueprints, and then we'll start pushing. Everybody will get one on Christmas. If I am a dictator of the universe, that is what we will do, because it will not be a democracy. It's Santa's way or the highway. Elves 1, 2, and 3 found that out, didn't we? And then there was the camera elf. No, you're safe. Don't worry. You don't have to go anywhere. You're good. You're a good elf. You've been doing good. It's okay. I'm not. No.
Just don't eat me.
Who brought up eating elves to this one? And we'll see what we get to next. All right, Mr. Elf, this would be a good time to cut it. Anytime you want, just cut. Santa's got to go find his eggnog. Just go ahead and cut it.